Challenge semi-final, here we go. England in the white jerseys, a well-weighted kick. Won by Tom Emery. That's a great start from the Englishman. Tom Mitchell dancing out of one. Into space, he puts Jamie Adamson. Big hit. Adamson does well to recycle that. Now there's space. Siding through the middle, Tom Emery. Made it look simple, but he gets England on the board.
Oh my, Tom Emery. He took off like a rocket. He saw the outside space, but look at this, the experience, and then the boom! Again, analyzing, you know, he had the gas. He said, I'm going to burn. And that's exactly what he did. Well done, great try. England on the board.
Yeah, Kenyan team that you know well. It's surprising as the conversion goes over. They're that disconnected midfield like that. They're usually pretty tight. Mitchell to get us underway again. He tries the same tactic. Almost gets the same result, but it's going to be play on. Oh man, no, it isn't. Referee's going to call the knock on. So it was played by Kenya through Omondi, but it was knocked on.
That's those crucial moments and those kickoffs just working for England. They're finding the space. Tom Mitchell, with all his experience, he's looking for the space, making it difficult to get up, not too high, and making it contestable. England doing very well, taking off that position.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Well, you saw William Baka's goggles. We had a mask in the last match for Uruguay. Several England players arriving at the line together. It's Tom Emery who takes the brunt. Mitchell's going to go back the other way. Nice little dance there from Ethan Waddleton. Now they're hitting it hard. A little late across to the Kenyans, but they get there. Bones wrapped up and penalized. A little frustration from him there. He thought the support players had done enough.
Yeah, you know, that breakdown again going to be contested. You got to get there fast so you don't do that slip. But again, Kenya, you know, getting a little bit tighter, making sure they make those hits and making sure that they can contest that breakdown. Kenya also opting now for not the quick tap, you know, being smart here. You know, it's only 7 points. Let's calm down. Let's relax ourselves and let's start again.
A little bit of concern there for Tom Emery, and we're going to have a time off just to look at him. Well, obviously great for all the South African players, the men and women here, but also for the Kenyans, Zimbabwe, Uganda to be playing in their home continent. What a
yeah, it is like a home tournament. The Kenyan fans are out and about. You'll hear them. They'll be singing throughout the whole weekend.
Well, they'll be a bit louder if they can get a score here. They're currently down by 1 to England. It doesn't take much to get those fans going. Omondi's on it. Credit the English players. Now they're trying to hold him up. Offload before the tackle was completed. William Baka, that's what the 32-year-old does so well. Advantage being played. In fact, it's been given up. Oh, quite a shame. He would have taken it then.
Yeah, you got to look at this England defense. You know, they're really standing their man. You know, they're not letting this Kenyan big boys dominate them. They're putting in their hits, putting pressure on them, and that's how you cause that turnover. Put them under pressure, put their skill set to the test, and then it becomes a contest.
Tony Roque, vastly experienced coach. This will be his last time in charge of an England outfit. After this tournament, they go to Great Britain on the HSBC World Series. He obviously knows a little bit about this format, having played in 2005. Mitchell goes with the flow.
Backwards.
Passes a little high, but the ref said it's backwards, and Kenyon said, thanks very much. We'll take it and start our attack from here. Sam Oliok. It's a loose rock, but they get it away. Mbaka straight up, north to south. It's what he does best.
He's fine, holding on.
Good compete from England. Well, neither side really able to get the edges at the moment. Two experienced defending teams. Tom Bowen's supporters run away and Mitchell's run away, going backwards at the moment. Off the wing to pinch is Nelson Oyu, the captain. Endless phases here for England. Less than 2 minutes to go in this first half. Finally Bowen on the edge with a bit of width, but he has to come back in field. Very physical, as we know the Kenyans love to compete at the breakdown. Chip and chase for himself. He's looking for a bounce. And it squirts away
early
from Freddie Roddick.
Look out the ball.
And Roddick actually put a bit of a nudge in on the Kenyan.
Roddick actually just spotting that space. Kenya actually playing with a sweeper most of the time until they're under pressure. That sweeper will come in there close to the 22. He spotted the space, unlucky bounce.
Just explain, Chris, to a few of our viewers, what's the role of the sweeper and why do you play sometimes with it and sometimes without?
Sweeper is like your safety. He's always going to be around the back. You know, if there's a line break, he's going to make that tackle. If there's a chase, he's going to be there. The unfortunate part is that you got less in that line, so there's more space to cover.
Stay where you are.
Great insight there from the blitz spot. Great. Herman Humwa, he's had his hands on the ball. He got a try in that earlier victory over Scotland, one of 4 Kenyans to cross the line. Again, the defense is perhaps better than the attack at the moment. Scrappy ruck.
10's played it on the floor. Hands.
Hands in the ruck. England want to go. 18 seconds left in the half. They want to add to their 7-point lead. Roddick comes back short. Extra man. They won't need it. A couple of yards short. Didn't want to reach out and score. All sorts of Englishmen there. Finally, they dive over the line. Hard to see. It wasn't. May have been Jamie Adamson. And it was. Great supporting role from him and great vision to see the line was available.
You know, this England team has just come to life. Spotting the space, running hard.
9. 10, 9.
Gets the handoff, just comes off short. But look at the all forward, pick and go. He's going to score every day of the week.
The second try of the day, he got one against Chile earlier. Good awareness, the experience of this English team comes through. And that will do it for the half. With Kenya yet to score, England up 12 points to 0.
Here.
Down the door, you're playing flag, you're doing the ends, you're working them, you're tired. Really exhausting.
Yeah, keep taking those reads.
Yes.
There's no step off this place now, boys. Fucking drill it.
Cape Town Stadium is buzzing here. Rugby World Cup sevens, and we're in the challenge semi-final. Kenya and England. The Englishmen up 2 scores, 12-0. Kenya kick it long. Mitchell tries to gather. He's not able to get his hands on it. Charlton Kerr, though, off the bench, he has a nice little incursion and gets that play going. Smother tackle from Herman Humwa. Keeping that ball alive is Waddleton. Tommy Bowen got 4 Kenyans near him. He's trying to get that ball away, and he will. Let's see what England get when they come back. Good hands. Mitchell on his bike. Big tackle there. Well, this is an England side, of course, 4 years ago in San Francisco. AT&T Park played in the final after a massive upset of the US. The big fin from Jamie Adamson. It's got him away, and it's going to get him his 2nd try. Adamson for England.
Adamson just taking it to the line. He put the hand out, He said, I'll have some of that. He was looking for the contact. The big boys of Kenya couldn't hold on, and he backed himself all the way. That inside line, waiting. He's like, get some.
He's got one finger out. He could have had two because that's his second try. Great little pop pass from Ethan Waddleton. And the extras are good too. Adamson will get a breather, but he's done some damage against this Kenyan defense.
He's put in a big shift, the big lad, and well-deserved break.
Mitchell admiring his kick. Oh, pure athleticism from Johnston Olindi with the help of his lifter. Although England poached it. Surprising, Kenya not doing the work necessary at the tackle area.
Offside.
Mitchell stepping out of an offside player, keeping it alive. The big man's on the field. Apiam Vadra, he gives it back to Mitchell, and Mitchell goes in the corner for England.
Spectacular stuff. How exciting is that from England? You know, they've bounced back after that first game, and they've really grown. But look at this. I think if he got any higher, he'd be touching the roof. Just look at the vision. The old chicken wing behind the back, the goose. You've seen it all.
A bit of a give and go, wasn't it? Tom Mitchell scoring there in his third Rugby World Cup of sevens.
Oh, what a servant to the game he has been. You know, third World Cup, he's put some minutes on those legs.
Of course, an Olympian for Great Britain. 2 silver medals. And of course, currently playing in the MLR in Los Angeles. Oxford University product. He's done it all.
Sorry.
That kick finds the ground. Kenya's knocked it forward.
Oh, just a one-sided affair. You know, England have got so much control over this game. You know, Kenyan almost, what do we do next? You know, there's 3 minutes left. 24 points to score. You know, basically just get your composure back. Catch the ball. Let's start building phase. Let's put something together.
Well, you talked about those great Kenyan fans. England have really silenced them. And there's been very little detail from this Kenyan attack. And we saw it there with a knock-on that gives England this scrum. Talk us through scrum time, mate. We got Spider Cam.
Okay.
Tell us what's going on here, 3-on-3.
Yeah, well, firstly, it starts with the scrum. You want to get a good right shoulder. You want to look after your 9. But on this side, try and get a straight shoulder. Again, England opting for the put in from the opposite side to get an easier pass to the left.
So that would be a massive no-no in the 15s game, that hooker. That little bit further away from his scrum half. But it's used in 7 so that the scrum half can go with the flow and move that ball away.
That is correct.
We'll see it again because England's going to try another scrum and Homer's going to do the wrong side put in.
Yeah, just smart play, you know. It's something that you can use. But then again, you know, you've got a hooker of Kenya who almost has to look after the blind as well. You're creating more space for yourself.
Rugby World Cup sevens action here, the challenge semi-final. Ball's away. Bowen tries to stop, but he's enveloped.
Marks here, high tackle. Yes.
Short ball, Bowen's open, but they can't get the ball to him. But dancing back to the middle, a couple of Fens. He's got to the line, but can't get down. 6 Kenyans holding him up. Oh, that's a quick call.
Marks here. Clear release, number 12.
England can take their time up the scoreline.
Scrum called.
And they've called a scrum.
I don't think there were any Kenyans left out on the field.
Time, please. 2 white. Yeah, number, please.
So the English player's trying to get his knee on the ground. That means completed tackle.
5 and 12.
And the 6 Kenyan players are trying to hold him up and steal the ball off him. Let's see if his knee does get down.
That's a difficult one, you know. He did so well. Put all his, every single kilogram of his down. You know, and I wouldn't want to be in that mix.
Bind.
So 2 Englishmen right behind this scrum. Looks like they're going to go right, and they do. Simple hands will get it done. Easy for me to say. Diving for the corner, Callum Randall. He puts the icing on the cake for England.
Such an interesting setup. You know, you put two behind, you can go left, you can go right, and then where do you defend? You got the short line, one of them has to open. Unfortunately missed it, but either option was open.
In the presence of mind, Randall dives short of the line and bounces over.
When you're seeing the big Kenyan boys running after you over there, you dive.
Yeah, Freddie Roddick can't add to the title, but they're up 29 on Kenya. This is a big result. They will contest the challenge final up against Uruguay. Uruguay's already knocked off Canada and the US. Will they take on England as well? We will see tomorrow in the challenge final.
Play on.
Last 20 seconds here, and seems relentless, but England have their hands on the ball again, and now they're just playing for fun. You got to credit England's work at the breakdown, although they get penalized, but they've been really good against that pressure from Kenya.
You know, they've been working so hard. This is the England side we're used to seeing. You know, they'd always be at that breakdown, get the ball out. They were so smart, control the game well, and that's what they did today.
Yeah, great point. Edmund Anya. Well, this is just to give their fans something to shout about at the end, nearing the late stages of day 2 here in Cape Town. We're into the pink numbers. That means the next stoppage will do it. A big carry there from Wakesa off the bench. Kenyans looking for their first score of the day, of the match, sorry. And the crowd are urging them on. England, a rare missed tackle, but they've got enough support there. Oyu's going to move it wide. Well, looking to create anything. Olindi hits the hard line. That ball in one hand goes back to Anya. Now some urgency. Such a shame Kenyans haven't been able to get through into space. And Tommy Bowen's picked it off. He's kept it alive. Well, unselfish play. And great team defense. Will Homer's going to get the reward for England.
That is just absolutely unbelievable again from England. You know, they're just too good for the defense in that play. When one gets tackled, there's another one on the inside. And when he gets tackled, there's another one. And that's just great work ethic from this England team. Great read here. Bowen picks it up. He says, you know what, I'll take it.
Yeah, nice finish there for Homer. And you saw two Englishmen, Tony Roke, the coach, and Damien McGrath, his opposing coach, know each other pretty well. And Roke said, hey, I don't know what happened. I wouldn't have predicted that. But they have done it. They have put 36 points up on the board over Kenya. Comprehensive victory in the challenge semifinal. And that'll do the final. England 36, Kenya 0. So much more rugby to come here, though, in Cape